Hey guys, so we're just gonna jump right into this. I'm gonna be applying some moisturizer. This is the Dr. Hashka Melissa cream. It's a day cream. I've already applied the sunblock, which I used the banana boat one, which I've already talked to you about that in previous videos. So right now I'm just going to moisturize. I usually don't moisturize my face after I put the sunblock, but today I'm going to because my face is feeling a little drier than normal, which is not normal for me, but it is. So I'm just gonna go ahead and moisturize. All right, so while that's drying, I'm gonna do my brows. I'm gonna be using the Brow Gal by Tanya Crooks. This is a powdered brow product. So I'm gonna start with the dark one. And here I'm using a Bodyography Pro brush, which it's a dual-ended brush. So it has a spoolie over here, which I love this spoolie. And then the brush on the other side. All right, now to prime my eyes, I'm using the Mica Beauty Cosmetics eye primer. I'm just tapping it with my ring finger. And I'm just gonna set this with the Bare Minerals Invisible Pro powder. I'm gonna start with Chickadee by Makeup Geek, and I'm just gonna place Chickadee on my crease from outer to inner corner. So Chickadee is my transition shade, and as you can see, I'm going from outer to inner corner, soft circular motions, back and forth. And I'm keeping it pretty high onto my upper crease, and it's going right into the crease as well. Now I'm going to take this Moda Pro crease brush and I'm going to go into Cocoa Bear by Makeup Geek, and I'm going to be using the Tarte Classic Courage palette. I'm going to go into Trailblazer, so I'm combining Cocoa Bear by Makeup Geek and Tarte's Trailblazer, and I'm going to put this on my outer V over here. I'm just going to be tapping it. I like to tap it in first, so I know where I want the eyeshadow, and then I start blending it out. So, oh, I am like the happiest human being in the entire planet, and if I haven't been showing that, I don't know why, but yes, I am so happy. I finally got to speak to my grandfather yesterday, thanks to one of my cousins. He spends a lot of time with my grandfather. He's my second cousin, so he would be my mom's first cousin, second cousin of mine, so he's my grandfather's nephew, and he lives like in one of the houses around where my grandfather lives. So yeah, he's been spending a lot of time with my grandpa ever since Maria went through Puerto Rico. So I was able to speak to him, and it was the best sound ever. Oh my god. Not crying, but yes, it was his voice. I love my grandfather so much, but I am happy, you guys. I am so happy. He's doing well. You know, things are not that great in Puerto Rico still. They're working very hard on, you know, getting the power back up. My grandfather still has no power, but he's been able to get along, you know, just fine. Everyone's helping everyone in the neighborhood. They're all family there. You know, I have my uncle's cousins and the people that live there that were not part of the family, because I guess the area where we live in Puerto Rico, my great grandmother had bought like this huge piece of land, and then she divided that between all her kids. So, you know, it's all family. And then the other people that live around, they've become family because they've lived there for so long as well. So yeah, they all help each other. All right, I'm moving on to a BH Cosmetics flat shader brush, and I'm gonna go into the shade Rise and Shine from the Tarte palette, and I'm gonna place this on my brow bone for a highlight. So yeah, he's doing fine. I mean, he could be doing better, but he's managing. And he was happy to hear from us, and you know, it's been I don't know, 2 months or more since I spoke to him. The last time I remember speaking to him, I believe it was September 10th. Or actually, no, it was, I don't even remember when Maria went through, but it was the day, that night before Maria came through. That was the last day I spoke to him. I can't remember the actual date. Anyway, I'm going to go into the NYX Dark Circle Concealer. You can use any concealer. I just happened to grab this one. And I'm going to create the cut crease, but I'm going to keep it halfway. I'm not going to go all the way across. And you guys already know how I like to do my cut crease. I just place the concealer on my lid as far up as I think my crease is. Sometimes I get it on the first try, sometimes I don't. And then I open my eye, fully look up, whatever, and whatever transfers, that's what I work with. That's where my crease will be. All right, now I'm taking an Ofra 16 brush, and I'm gonna go into Rosy Look, which is this eyeshadow right here. And I'm gonna place that right on top of the concealer. Just pack it on. Such a pretty shade. It's a rose gold. That's soft and pretty. It's more pink than anything, I think. Okay, I'm gonna go back to that Moda Pro brush and into Trailblazer and Cocoa Bear. And now I'm going to blend that on that outer edge and just make sure these two eyeshadows blend nicely. And if I have to bring it into the crease as well, go right ahead. So yeah, he's doing good, so I'm super happy. Actually, I was just talking to my cousin a little while ago through Facebook, and he sent me this, which I hope you guys can see that. Well, let me hide there. You see this? You see this tiny little thing? That was born this morning. Yeah, I thought my grandfather was done. That's a baby lamb, by the way. I thought my grandfather was done with all these pets. Well, they're not pets, they're his animals from his wannabe farm. I call it a wannabe farm because it's in the back of the house. And yeah, he has shelter and all that stuff for them. But my grandfather's like, I believe he's 86. Yeah, he turned 86 in September, and I wish he would stop. You know, he has chickens, ducks, a dog. Now he has a puppy because his dog died not too long ago, a few months ago, right before the hurricane. So he was really sad. So one of my other cousins got him another puppy. I believe he's a Chihuahua. The one that passed was also a Chihuahua. His name is Pancho. The new one is Pancho number 2 because the one that passed was Pancho, and he loved that dog so much. I was like his little buddy. So anyways, now he has another dog. Now I see that he has lambs again. I believe he has rabbits and stuff like that. Anyway, he keeps busy. So I can't get too annoyed that he's doing all this work because, taking care of these animals, it's a lot of work. But it keeps him busy and it keeps him going, and it gives him a reason to wake up every morning. Since my grandmother is over here and she can't be with him over there, he is over there by himself, with my family and cousins, but without his wife. So anyways, enough about this because I don't want to start crying again. We're gonna move on. So I'm gonna use this Smashbox Photo Finish primer. And I'm just gonna prime my face before I put the foundation and concealer on. I'm just gonna put the primer on the areas that I know I need the primer the most, which is the nose, around the pores. Where I have my pores is this little triangle right here. I like to add a little bit on my chin because my foundation disappears all the time from my chin. And a little bit here. So for foundation, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. Yesterday I used a 228, but this was a little too dark orangey, yellowish for me. So I'm gonna be using the 220. I think I'm gonna mix them. I'm gonna add a tiny little bit of the 228 into the 220 because I barely have any left. The 220 is natural beige and the 228 is soft tan. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna do the 220 for now. And if I feel that I need a little bit more color, just in case this is a little too light for me still, then I'll add a little bit of the 228. So as you already know, I like to blend it out with my finger first. And then I go in with a beauty sponge. Today I'm going to be using the L'Oreal sponge. Yeah, this one is more yellowy. And then the other one feels like it's too tan for me at the moment. Alright, so that's it for the foundation. You guys know I don't go heavy on the foundation because I go in pretty heavy with the concealer. I'm going to be using the Tarte concealer. This one is in medium. I'm just going to apply it under my eyes right here. And I'm going to bring it down a little bit to cover the redness that I get around here. And in this little breakout that I have currently. Just a tiny little bit. And a little bit on the nose. I usually use less of this Tarte Shape Tape because it's very thick and pretty heavy. But I went super light with the foundation today because I hardly have none of that 220. I think that was it. What I used just now, that was it. So I'm gonna have to buy a new one. So I'm doing the same thing, blending it out with my fingers first, and then I'll go in with the beauty sponge. So for a little bit of a highlight, I'm going to be using this Sephora Bright Future concealer in custard, which is super, super light for me. But I like to put it in here because, I mean, that whole piece right there, it's so dark and it drives me insane. So I just want to bring this out a little bit more. Same steps, fingers, and then sponge. I'm going to keep most of this lightness in here, but I do want to blend it out because I don't want to look like I'm wearing, like, you know, raccoon eyes with just this white piece right there. So make sure you blend it out into the rest of your makeup. So I'm going to set that with the Bare Minerals Invisible Lights Translucent Powder, and I'm using the e.l.f. blush brush. I like using this brush. Just set that right there. So for my lower lash line, I'm going to be taking this Morphe M432 brush, and I'm going to go into Cocoa Bear and Trailblazer. Again, just mixing those two eyeshadows. Trailblazers from the Tarte, Cocoa Bear from Makeup Geek. And I'm just going to place this right under my lower lash line. Right in there. And I'm going to bring it all the way in. There, and I'm gonna go into the Makeup Geek Chickadee on a Luxie 237 blending brush. I'm gonna take a little bit of that and I'm gonna buff this right under Cocoa Bear and Trailblazer. So moving on to the rest of my face, I'm going to be using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And I'm just going to bronze my face. You guys already know how I like to do this in the number 3 form. Just go follow my hairline from the top right into the cheekbone area. Go back towards the ear and around the jawline. The blush I'm using is the Blush Courage from the classic Courage palette by Tarte. Same palette I've been using. I'm just going to take that same blush, which is a super beautiful blush. I love it. And just put a little bit on my cheeks. For highlight, I'm going to be using the Smashbox, if I can open it, the Smashbox Spotlight palette in Pearl. Why did it take me so long to say that? I don't know. I'm gonna go into all three of them just because I can't choose which one I want. Let's go into all three. All right, now that I have all the powders done up all over my face, I'm gonna go back to the Fix Plus and just set everything. Wait for that to dry, and I'm gonna go in with, I think I'm gonna do liquid eyeliner and mascara. And this is the NYC liquid eyeliner. I'm gonna do a short wing, not a long one. All right, so the short wing did not happen because I guess that's not what my subconscious was telling my hand to do, and I ended up with a fairly long wing. It still works. I like it. I guess my subconscious had a better idea than I did because it looks good. The mascara I'm using is the Maybelline Sensational. Yes, La Sensational. So I want a bold lip, so I'm gonna go with this ColourPop Ultra Satin Lip in Lock Diary. This is one of the Hello Kitty collection one. Yeah, since I have, you know, like a pinky eye, I thought this color would go pretty good, so I'm gonna go for it. And this is the final look, you guys. I hope you like it. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you are subscribed to my channel, follow my other social medias, and watch my previous videos. Also, leave me your comments and questions down below, and let me know what you guys want to see from me. You know, I do want to add more content to this channel, but I don't know what you guys would like to see. If you guys just want to continue seeing like makeup looks, let me know. If you guys want me to add other stuff to the channel, also let me know. Like I said, I would like to do other stuff, you know, like lifestyle type of things. But if you guys don't really care for that, then, you know, I won't add that. But yeah, communication is key, you guys. So let me know what you want down below, and that's it. Until next time, mwah, hugs and kisses. Bye.